hi, it's me, Squirrel. And I don't usually do game reviews, but this game is so great I needed to share. And that's what our channel is about, is sharing the junk we love with people who care to listen, like you. So let's talk about it. This game is called Dune Awakening, and it is by a company called Funcom. Now, Funcom made another game called Conan Exiles, which was based on the works of Robert E. Howard and the Conan the Barbarian series of stories. And I played that game. It was my first survival game, and I was not ready for a survival game. I had not played one before, so I did not understand the concept of, I'm going to drop you naked in the desert, survive. So at first I was highly frustrated because I didn't understand, but then I found a great tutorial online and I learned how to play through. So when I heard that they were going to adapt Dune into a same style of game, I got very, very excited, and I have been on the edge of my seat ever since they've announced it. Well, here we are. It is, what's today? Around the 25th of June. The game, Creepy and I were gifted a copy of the game. Thank you. You know who you are. And we were able to play 5 days early. We did the early launch. So it's starting on the 5th of June is when we started playing. And so we've been playing for about 20 days now. And I feel that I got a good idea of how the game works. It has a lot of similarities with the Conan Exiles game, so I wasn't completely unfamiliar or unprepared. So it came out great. Now the storyline, I didn't know how they were going to work the storyline. If you know Dune and Frank Herbert's world of Dune, you'll understand why that would be. How would you get Paul in there? How does this all work? I will show you in a moment the opening cinematic to the game because it explains where they went, and I think they did an exceptional job with it. And if you don't know the Dune universe, this will give you a general idea, but I highly recommend you at least see the movies. And if you want to go even farther, I say read the book. And if you read the book and you liked it, then read the books, because there's like 20 some odd of them. And I'm reading the Butlerian Jihad right now, which is chronologically the first story, and I'm enthralled. So it's great. That plus playing this game, it all goes together really well. So let's talk about the storyline. I'm going to play you the cinematic now, and we'll come back and we will discuss it.
I dream of it, amongst the wild threads of history and the myriad of paths. My path saw the Imperium rise from the ashes left in the wake of the Great Revolt. Thou shalt not make a machine in the likeness of the human mind. With that commandment, new avenues of human potential were explored. Mentats, Suk Doctors, Sword Masters, and the mystical Bene Gesserit Sisterhood. But it was the navigators and their monopoly on space travel that set the conditions for the Imperium. But I am telling you of the universe you already know. Let me describe the one you do not. In this other universe, my mother, Lady Jessica, consort to Duke Leto Atreides, gave birth to a daughter, a girl they named Ariste. Because of her obedience to the Bene Gesserit, Lady Jessica is trained as a truth-sayer. Because of that training, Lady Jessica was able to detect Dr. Yue's deception. Because of the forewarning of his betrayal, House Atreides survived the Battle of Arrakeen. Because of their survival, the Emperor declared a full-scale war of assassins. Because of the war, the Sardaukar were deployed to ensure spice shipments continued without interruption. Because of the Sardaukar, the Fremen were eradicated. There was no Muad'Dib, no Lisan al-Gaib, no Kwisatz Haderach. I see a universe where I, Paul Atreides, was never born. All my visions lead to horror, except this one. This one leads to you.
And there you have it, a world in which Paul Atreides was never born, and it's all up to you. No pressure. All right, well, let's move on. Let's talk about the graphics. Okay, so the graphics. You can see some of them in the background. We've got that ship going by. We've got the large rock structure. They use Unreal 5 for this game, and I think that they utilize it very well. Let me show you. So, I don't know if you can see the textures on the bike. It looks worn. It doesn't look too shiny and new. If we come over here to these fuel cells, you can see it looks like industrial waste. It's scuffed and everything. But what really shines in Unreal 5 is the texture of the rocks and of the sand. Like, look at this. It's insane. I love it. Now let's look at some of the atmospheric and particle effects. Now I'm going to get on the bike here, and then I'm going to take you over and show you this. It's a special kind of sand. I'm not going to get into it because I don't want to spoil anything for anybody. But I wanted you to see this. It looks like smoke coming off of it. But it's just really a high quality effect. It looks great. The sunlight, the lighting, the shadows, and the shadows in this game are important. It gets hot. You have to get into the shadows to keep yourself cool. That's one of the, oh my God, it's the worm. Hang on. Hold up. No, man. Oh, no, you're too slow, bro. Okay. He's not going to be fast enough to get me. So, and there, the dust trail of the large worm. These, I think the graphics on this game are exceptional, and I've really been enjoying it. So, let's go and talk about a little bit of sound now. I would love to talk about sound, but that would just cover up the sound. So I'd like you to hear the atmospherics and the music and how they all work together. Even just the small sounds of my footsteps on the flooring or going through the force field. The sand bike sounds like an electric vehicle firing up. You know? The music is unobtrusive but atmospheric. Now I'm going to go upstairs. I'm going to show you this ornithopter. And I want you to hear how this... Oh man, it's so pretty. I want you to hear how the spatial sound, how it changes as I ascend, as I take off. The way the dust flew up as I took off. The way the light shines off of the ornithopter. All of this is fantastic. If I get up to a high enough altitude, I can cut the power and I can just glide. I'll show you here. And then you hear how the wind whips past the wings. So all in all, I'm going to give the sound design on this game a vigorous thumbs up. Yeah, thumbs up from me. Okay, gameplay in this is complicated. There's a whole lots of crafting. This whole building was built through crafting, this whole base that I share with my friends. There are different fabricators, there are storage chests, there are resources that you have to gather everywhere you go. It's crazy. Particle capacitors, those are in the testing centers. Oops, sorry, spoiler. And you have to take your ornithopters or go on foot or take a buggy or take a sand bike and go and gather the resources, either from like this here, where you can go at this blue rock in front of me is copper, and I take a special tool and I would harvest that copper, or I can pick up these small ones off the ground. In the beginning, you do that because you don't have the tool. This over here is iron, and you're going to need all of these supplies to build everything that you need throughout the game. And that's a huge part. To get those things, though, you have to explore this map. And this is just a tiny part. But there's caves and there's, places you can go, mysteries to solve, characters that I didn't think I'd meet. It was great. Exploration is wonderful. Combat. Combat is fun. Using one of the classic Dune shields, the Holtzman shield. And it's not just, gunplay as well. You can, like this, I'll use a sword, because blades go through these shields better than bullets. You have to go slow, though. Like, I have to stop this guy and then go slow. And you get through the shield. Also, once you do all of that, you got to loot everything. You want to grab all of these supplies, all of these crafting materials, and don't forget the money. And also, sadly, don't forget to take the blood from the people you took out, because you're going to take it back to your base and make it into water, because water is sacred and water is so needed in this game. So, what are my thoughts on this game? I've played about 100 hours, and so far, I'm loving it. I've only played the PvE. I haven't gone out into the deep desert as of yet, but they're making lots of changes, so I'm not sure that it's going to matter that I haven't gone quite yet. I'm still really into the storyline with the Atreides and the Harkonnen. I'm going to say Harkonnen. And the different, all the exploration. It's just, the whole thing is a blast, and it's a blast with friends, and I highly recommend it. So there you go. Dune Awakening. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10 thus far, because I'm having a great time, and I know there's more to come. I hope you enjoy it, and if you don't want to play it, you can always come and watch me and Creepy play with our buddy Yon, or together or separately. I'm going to be doing a playthrough really soon, so you can watch that if you want at your leisure on YouTube. Thanks again for stopping by, and we'll see you next time. Creepy and Squirrel. What is this? Why did I do this? I don't know.